So you want to look at the books on your...
Mind if I introduce this fort?
Tables? What? Go ahead, sorry.
This is it. Sudden death. Like, for real this time. Whoever has the most books at the end of this episode will be declared the winner. Hold on to your seats, all. It's Joe vs. Al. Dwarf Fortress.
So here we are at my fort on the final episode of the book challenge, where I'm going to win, obviously, because of my massively detailed organizational plan, as you see here. Everybody take notes.
I hate this so much. We have agreed that this is the final episode. Whoever has the most books wins.
Yeah, so we're going to... Let's see, that guy's not making any parchments. I'm going to check on my my zone here. We have 52 books.
Why
now,
do you
I
have
am
52 and I have very little?
It's because I'm amazing. You know, I have to say, I played quite a bit on my own this week, but more than usual.
We can zoom in a bit, by the way.
Oh, okay. I downloaded the new pack. I was trying to dig into some of the new stuff. I haven't really gotten into it yet. Like, I've just built a fort, and I'm like, well, this is a good fort, but I haven't sent anybody off or looked at any memories or anything. But it's finally starting to sink into me that you need to sort of not have like things like giant stockpiles that just have your dwarves constantly carrying wood or stone.
Yeah.
I've finally started thinking about, wait a minute, if I make an 8x8 wood stockpile, nobody will ever do anything until I get like 8,000 dwarves. So
you're just learning that now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I'm losing.
It's just so much you start thinking about, wait a minute, they have to walk like this many squares to get to this. What if they had to walk fewer? You become an efficiency expert from the 1900s.
Yes, expert. And yes, those only exist in the 1900s.
No, they didn't. I mean, they didn't exist in ancient Greece.
That's true. Which is weird.
It was a new thing in the 1800s and early 1900s. So we're just letting them run, I guess. I want to... Let's see, we've made... Oh, a masterpiece rope reed scroll. Yeah. I want to make sure that we're doing everything we can on the kitchen side. The thing about, by the way, playing sort of new releases is you don't have Dwarf Therapist.
Poop.
I don't know if I'm just crazy or what, but it actually wasn't that bad. Like, you start off with the dwarves that you pick, so you can tell them, I want these labors. And
start off with the dwarves that you pick.
You can prepare carefully for the journey. So you could say, I want a skilled miner and a skilled jeweler and a skilled woodcutter.
How do you know what to bring?
Do what now?
Don't you pick what you bring also and prepare carefully?
You can. It gives you a default setting that I just went ahead with. Where's my cooking at? There it is. Sort by cooking, guys. Where's my cooks? There. Oh, okay. It was just taking a second.
What are you cooking?
Food, I guess, but I want to make sure that we're cooking a lot of good meals. And let's see, where's our...
Yes, that's important now.
Well, because here's what I'm planning on getting a migrant wave. I mean, not a migrant wave, a caravan, and I want to have lots of stuff to trade for even more books. So I can just spike the ball.
Yes.
That's my hope. I've got 2 full-time cookers, so I might as well, or chefs, as some people call them.
No, cookers.
I might as well
Fooders, I think they're called.
2 kitchens for them to work in.
Yes.
These farms are a little bit bare. That's plump helmets. That's still good.
But they're not
I also forgot that it doesn't...
Bare. How am I losing this game?
What do you mean it's not bare?
That's sown.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, look at the bottom farm.
Yeah, I see that now. I just thought that it should show something growing, but I guess
it's
not.
Like neat and orderly. It's not like just like random soil.
I see that now. I see
that.
Yeah. You're right. I also playing the new one on the gem set tile, just to sort of give myself a little different feel.
There's a gorgeous one on the subreddit that would look like stained glass. Did you see that one?
No.
It's nice.
It seems like it would get a little tiresome after a while.
Well, okay. I like stained glass. I don't know. It didn't. It was neat.
Okay, cool. We're gonna have some people clear out all these rocks.
Yes, because this is also. You not only do you need 100 books, you need not to have rocks in your bedroom.
Do you want me just to sit here and wait for them to write books? You explicitly told me not to.
When? Last week?
Last week,
Yeah,
yes.
well, I'm bitter and angry now, and I don't care. It's sunk in, finally, that I've lost round 2, and I hate it. There's gonna be a big asterisk next to this one.
You get... What with the asterisk?
Your fort is dumb and it's stupid? That's what the asterisk is gonna say.
And I still won? Is that what the asterisk says?
Yes.
In spite of having a terrible fort, Albert somehow managed to make
Yes.
even more books than Joe?
Yes. We didn't understand the bookmaking process well enough when we started.
You had a head start on me, sir. You had, like, querns and a whole...
Maybe.
You had an assembly line.
I just edited the episode where you started libraries. And I was like, okay, I'm going to set up a library. And then you got to yours and you're like, put a bookshelf here. And I was like, that's where it started. We didn't actually officially start the sudden death, but I was like, that's where the libraries began.
It's still there, too. This is it. This is my little cubbyhole library.
Goblin invasion. Come on, something. Something. You have not had... You've had
interrupted by a troll. How about that?
You had one forbidden beast, and he went and just sat in a spa. Dax, he's probably still there, right? Dark, whatever his name is?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Where's your stuff at?
I don't know. I was just on a black screen, and I couldn't figure out why. There's a troll we can go kill.
Ooh, cave dragon? Order. What?
Where's that at? Let's look at that.
Troll.
Others, cave dragon, zoom to him.
Holy crap. Hello.
So he's down there.
Nope, him. You're right.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't looking at the sex.
Upper right.
Okay.
Didn't sex the dragon.
Right.
Dragon sexing school.
He's way down there. He could make his way up the stairs. We can... So what we can do is
I shouldn't have said anything. Why did I say something?
Build...
Why did I say something?
Like a floor here.
Will that trap people?
Nobody's down there. Like, he's by himself down there. And also, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, what's the worst thing? What's the worst person I could lose at this level? I'm not looking for Megama.
Fooders?
Both of my shooters?
Your fooders?
Oh, my fooders. Yeah. No, they're not on hauling or constructing, I hope.
You don't know.
I just said I hope.
You don't know.
I did. I was just checking on them in Dwarf Fortress, and I thought I'd toggle them off. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's already up to level 4, too. It would be interesting if you had a fort, like, as a competition, right? So we're talking about different possible conditions for competition. If you had a fort where the competition was you have to have the most number of 10 plus level chefs or 10 plus level fishermen.
Yeah. Or something.
Because then you would have to, like, figure out how to get all the rest of the dwarves to sort of support that.
But you
especially if it was something useless, like chefs, you could make food and trade for it, and basically
after a certain you're just pumping out. Like, we're buying whole caravans at this point,
right?
And feeding our fortresses. Like, with 10, you know, you just said, like, okay, at least it's not useless. With 10 chefs, that gets pretty useless, I think.
No, but then you can just keep buying out caravans.
Yeah, but we're doing that already. Like, hang on, I gotta turn off the washer.
Oh, okay. We're making all these masterpiece schist scroll rollers. Gotta say that real slow so you don't swear. Only 52 still, huh?
52?
Yeah. Writing materials desired 68.
The glory sugar of mirrors.
Are these guys... Let's look at Meng and see what he's doing.
Let's
see. Q. Meng. Alright. Oh, I want to go to labor manager. Let's just get him in here. So this is our... Can I just search for Meng here?
You can. I don't know what that is, actually.
This one?
That one's the... Yeah, I don't know what the left one is.
There we go. Okay. If I just take him off of all labors, will he scribe for me?
Don't you need paper? I don't know.
So we're going to go... Yeah. We're going to try this and see if this helps. So that's... Let's see, Meng is there. Izum. We're going to look for Izum here. Over on this one.
What is that left one?
I don't know.
Izum has...
He's a farmer. We're going to... What? No Dwarf Fortress process is found.
What in the hell? What
I think
do
it must
you do to computers?
I think... Did it crash?
It looks like it crashed.
It just crashed. All right, well... Here's my fort.
Didn't like that. We pop over to Joe's fort now. Learn about a busy book bug that may be causing some problems. And Al talks about goats. All right, here we are at Joe's fort. My fort, actually. I have some starving animals, apparently. Albert, what were you saying?
Oh, so I don't know if you want me to act like I was reading this already or...
I remember that. I remember that while you were going.
Cool.
I kept my mouth shut.
So there's... If a book is left on a table with the TSK label on it... You want to forbid it and unforbid it. So if you just want to K over the books, if there are any books on your tables, and
Apparently
it doesn't look like there are... Oh, what was that? No?
That was a duck. A rooster.
A rooster. Okay, so that's obviously not a problem for you.
There's things on the table, though. No, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because they're holding them? They're holding them at the table. Nope, he's eating.
Maybe if you check on the chair?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Task. So forbid and unforbid.
Someone just left that there on the chair. Jerk.
Anyway, that's the best I could give you. Mine might have had that problem. I was not... I'm going first for those of you
13.
who are watching this at the same time. So I did not try forbidding and unforbidding.
At the very least, making them several? Serpico?
Cyril! Cyril K. Are you going to take him off of other stuff? Yeah, bookbinding? I don't think the bookbinding, like, there's no labor for scribing.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be that way. Maybe you do need... It's bookbinding, though. That doesn't make much sense. Do want to make sure I have paper makers, though.
Paper makers.
Oh, wow, that was the one guy I had on... Oh, no, I have a whole mess of them down here.
Yeah, I think you're sorting by squad for some reason.
Just so I don't put people who are in squads onto things I need done.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a whole squad of bookmakers and
Or
paper
less.
minders. You're only... You have the hope of getting a caravan with a lot of books in it.
I do. That's true. I'm also just gonna flood... Just
everybody?
up, I guess. Yeah. Anyone who's nobody. All of the useless.
This is something that I never was told about coming up. You know, you hear about sort of parenting skills and things you need to know as you're a parent. And I'd never realized how important exactly what time it is to a 5-year-old. When you tell him he can't do something until 10, you're going to hear about is it 10 o'clock for the rest of the day until it's 10 o'clock. So I have recently purchased a wristwatch for my child. Oh. Now I don't have to get asked anymore.
Does he come up and ask you to read the...
No, it's not I did not do the hard clock type thing. I got him digital.
I could see that still backfiring somehow is where I was going with that.
Oh, okay, so it is kind of backfiring in the sense that he's very concerned that his watch be the same time as my watch. He's like, what time is it? And I'm like, you have a watch. He's like, I want to know what time it is on your watch.
Your watch.
And it is a real concern because his watch is just like a few seconds ahead of mine. So for about 30 seconds, he's a minute in the future, and he doesn't really like that.
All right, I'm adding statues. I don't know why I'm adding containers. It's a nice library.
Maybe it's too nice.
Yes.
You know, I made mine nicer and my productivity went down. We did, like, maybe you need to just dig a dirt pit. Throw these guys out in the... Wait, you can't build a table out in the open, can you?
You can't?
I'm pretty sure you can't.
I think I have tried that. You're right.
What? I don't know what happens if you build a table under a roof and then remove the roof.
I'm assuming it stays, right?
Well, they still be able to use it.
Yeah, right? No?
I've never done it, Joe. I'm just asking.
I feel like I have, or that's happened. Maybe if I let the jaguar loose in the...
Jaguar. Somebody commented like, well, it has 2 letters, so obviously it has 2 syllables. I'm like, get out of town. People produce, like, or pronounce things weird that have letters that are different all the time.
Perfect. Q, for instance.
Que?
Que? I don't have it. All right. So this is for Johnny.
Who's
the
Johnny? Who?
Ramparts of creation.
Who's Johnny? Is that a commenter I'm not remembering?
Who's Johnny? He said. Bum, 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 bum. No, I just threw that on there. I don't know why I said that.
Oh. Well, now I'm real confused.
Mm-hmm. Oh, doctor.
What do you got? Oh, you got a caravan!
I have a caravan.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. That's another thing that I thought about. I was building my fort, and I built my depot kind of a little bit far away, and I was like, wait a minute. Why don't I have this right in the middle of all my stockpiles? They could just easily carry all the stuff to the depot.
If they can get in.
If they can get in. Yeah, you'd have to have your drawbridge big.
A masterpiece prepared ostrich spleen roast.
Yeah. It is dwarves, right? They're the only ones that come with the wagons. Or is that
dwarves.
The humans do that too? I know elves don't. They just walk up.
You are on constructive ramparts of creation. No, it's definitely dwarves. I saw when they came.
Cancels brew drink from fruit. Needs leaf.
Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. First off,
Show me what you got now. Do you think there's like a maximum efficiency layout for a fort?
Yeah.
It's like if you don't do it that way, this way essentially you're just wasting your time.
Yes. What is happening? Oh,
I don't know.
Over here. I see now. I got it.
I will tell you though that the stock game does not have the shift select that you make so much use of in trading, which is not the worst thing, but it's just a little bit slow to go through. Oh yes, I want 5 of these and 5 of these and 5 of these and 5 of these. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for DF Hack taking care of some of that.
Bring to me my wealth of TV dinners.
Ostrich spleen TV dinners, no less. It's in the TV dinner section of Walmart yesterday, and I did not see those. It must be a dwarven delicacy. Yeah.
What do you think? What's the most normal thing you can make in this game?
I mean, you can kill cows.
Yeah, I guess you can kill cows. I don't have cows.
Unfortunately, we don't, like, Western culture, at least where we live, doesn't allow you to have goats. You can't just go buy goat meat at Walmart. That's sad.
Oh, sad's the word?
Well, like, if I just think, like, I could eat some goat.
Go to Jamaica.
It must be out there. And because nobody wants to eat it, it must be cheap. Or, well, no, because...
Do you like goat?
I don't know. I've never got the chance to try.
There's lots of things that maybe you'd like or maybe you wouldn't.
I think I must have had goat at some point. If it was on a menu, I would order it. Like, oh, there's goat here. I'm getting goat.
Right.
Because I've never had it.
Right. What if there was goat and something else you'd never had?
What is the other thing?
I don't know.
Is it like live octopus? Because I'm going with a live octopus in that case.
Yeah, it's a live octopus.
Okay, well then I'm eating the live octopus.
Should I just see if they have?
They have codexes.
They have 4 of them.
They're not things.
Yeah, I'm confused.
They're just things you can write on.
But they're not. I thought once they were. We did this a lot. It's confusing.
A codex is not a written book. They will actually have a name.
Acquire is a written book, right?
No, a codex, I think a acquire can be, or a scroll can be, or codex can be. It's just that, like, in the trading list, they show it as the name of the book.
I thought it was one or the other.
Swiss otaku gets fired.
Yeah.
Seedless fruit.
Why am I looking this up? This is your job.
I don't know. You didn't tell me what to look up.
I asked a question and you just decided to start talking instead of looking it up.
Okay, what do you want to know about codexes?
I think that once it's written on it, it has a different name.
Yeah, it has the name of the book that it is.
Oh my god, look it up.
Okay.
Albert's game crashes, which causes him to revert to an old save. But he decides it's okay to just move forward and count that as all part of the game. After all, this is Dwarf Fortress, baby. Huh.
I'm gonna stick with the... If you can catch up with me, Joe, this is all official time.
Huh.
I will accept defeat. I am gonna go ahead and... Alright, let's try that again. We didn't actually get any books anyway, so... Alright, starting with Meng and Izum. Connect.
Is this writing Meng in the left thing?
Oh, who knows? Maybe. I'll delete it just in case. Anyway, clear all labors. I don't know if I committed it.
With Meng?
Yeah.
It would have kept the changes anyway and committed it the next time.
That's fair. Let's check. Got Iton.
The next guy's a beast hunter. What does that mean?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know which Iton it is.
Dun dun dun!
Iton Gear did that guy.
Titan G, we'll call him.
Clear all labors. Commit. This one, yeah. And then Solon.
I wonder if you have control of him.
Solon, and thanks for all the fish.
Wow.
Which one is it?
It's probably the one you can't control because he's a beast hunter.
Okay, fine. I like that he just decided. I was like, okay, I guess I'll be a.
Yeah, I don't quite know how that happened.
I guess I can tell him to do that. Autumn Oz? Dr. Oz, we'll call him.
Autumn Oz.
Oh, no, it's double D's, right. And we're clearing all your labors, man.
Clearing all of his labors.
All right, well, we'll see if that makes a difference. That's not all of them, but we're just going to let them do as they will and not give them any other jobs and see if
Autumn
they...
be Autumn.
Yeah.
Let's just bask in the glory of... Sport. All right, we go... Okay, two questions.
Yeah?
Watch your statement. I think we should put our heads together for the next embark. I know I wanted to do like a loser picks, but I don't have any great ideas, and I kind of want to get some feedback on challenge stuff too. So I think we should chat. I think that was changing.
Okay.
Well, unless you have
we have chatted a little bit. Yeah. I had a really a fun volcano embark just on my personal start that I liked a lot. Where's my butcher? I guess it doesn't matter.
Depending on the challenge too.
Wait, is this not users? I'm sorry. I want to go Z. I'm actually learning how to do this a little bit more.
Wow.
Not very many guys left to slaughter.
No.
We'll get that P-chick, though.
Yes, P-chick brain soup or whatever. And then I forget the other thing I was going to say. Okay,
well, yeah, volcanoes are fun. I've thought about Arctic. If you had an Arctic volcano embark, that would be fun.
What's the challenge? What's going to be the goal?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, right.
How is our rope reeds doing? We still got those going. We got our screw press, I guess.
Hey,
press.
Got a screw press, I guess.
Mill plants, press mash plant into slurry. That's what we want, right?
You better hurry.
Unrotten paper mat producing plant is what we need. So they're just not growing fast enough.
Cormorants. What rhymes with quern?
Burn?
Turn?
Stern? Learn? I mean, there's a lot of words that rhyme with quern.
All right. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I already said stern, sorry.
There's also stern. I forgot that Dwarf Therapist isn't with an update.
You can get a more recent version of Dwarf Therapist, and also by the time we are ready to play again, it might have been updated to the new one.
True.
I don't think there's a new labor, although I could be wrong about that.
Are we going to try and give tours of our fortress through Armok Vision?
Like after this?
Yeah.
I have not done much with Armok Vision, so
maybe.
Either,
but I do sort of want to see.
Why is this guy taking this rope reed away?
Away.
We know the way.
Why are you looking at your stock? What are you doing?
Because I'm trying to figure out why he's carrying my rope reed plant away from where I want it to be mashed. I thought I had a stockpile out here with rope reeds.
I don't think they might not have, They might not have the ability to go farm to table. They might have to go farm to stockpile to table.
I'm looking here. Okay, so we're going to block all. It's a plant. Where's that rope reed at? Here it is.
Right there.
Now, he won't, I guess, divert and take it somewhere else, but that's... Maybe that'll help.
Do you have them mushing plants into slurry?
Well, I did have it as an order. He hasn't, cataloged it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
We have press plant slurry into paper sheet. Mash plant into slurry. Yes.
Purple shirt. Solar panel.
We'll check on that later. Oh, I didn't want that. Sorry. Come on, books.
Hanging out.
52. Jeez, what am I doing wrong? Is it not enough bags?
We don't know. That's the thing.
Do we not? Is it not enough bookcases?
Yeah, that's gotta be.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
No, it's
okay.
That. Focus really hard on bookcases.
I'm gonna make some more bags. Construct. What do we got? Leather bags? I think we've got some leather. I'll do 5 of those in case that's what's holding us up.
That must be it. So there's your ghost.
Yep.
What sort of challenge do you think you want to do?
Oh man, I don't know. I'd love to do. I'm really bad at military stuff. I'd like to push that in some way.
Be interesting. Have to have like a hammer dwarf and axe dwarf. a hammer lord, an axe lord.
Or have, I don't know exactly what kind of goals you could have for a military other than
Goblin
really
heads.
I get bogged down on the like armoring and stuff.
It's really not that, well, no. It's intricate, but it's not complicated. You just freak out at that menu because you just want to be like, ah!
No, I mean like getting everybody their stuff. Like you got to make 10 helms and 10 whatever thing, and
Yep.
it's
It's real tough. You go to
just
jobs,
keeping track of what you have, and then they're like, "Oh, I didn't have enough silver for that one," and you have to like, okay, we got to wait to get some more silver.
You're over anxietying this.
It's not anxiety. It just annoys
whatever
me.
it is. I don't know what the overthinking.
Why
is
is he going that way with my leaf? Somebody put something in there.
Yep. Yes, they did.
It's a bag or a pot or something.
Yes.
Guys, where's my other food stockpile?
Their other stockpile has a leaf pot in it. Probably. They're like, we gotta bring this to that pot. It wants to be with its friends.
All right, so there's a food stockpile. We're gonna change the settings. We are going to not allow the one thing. There we go. That'll stop it for sure, right?
Yep. Well, not that one.
Or that one.
Barfing as he walks along.
I don't know. He's going very
he's
slow.
bringing out a plant.
Yeah. No, they're going to the
Squish,
the
squish,
press.
squish. No, he's yeah.
There he goes with his paper.
Squish, squish.
I guess.
Yep. I think so.
Hold on. What is he doing? I want to see him. The V menu gets used a lot when you don't have Dwarf Fortress. He's going to make scroll.
Yeah.
So the V menu allows you to interact with what their job is and stuff. There is no overarching, here's what everybody's labors are in the stock.
That's what
game.
bugs me. I'm like, do I have a chef? I don't know. Maybe not.
You can look in and see like if that's what somebody's proficient in.
That's not what I said.
Yeah. Cancels press slurry, needs slurry glob, has created a silver
maces.
Yeah, nice. Scroll rollers.
Like 3 coffins just north of your library / dormitory entrance.
Cancels. Oh, make parchment. Cancels make scroll, needs scroll rollers. We've had all those masterpiece scroll rollers, or are they just using them up as fast as they can?
I don't know. Probably that.
52 still. We're hung on 52. You think it's a size issue?
Size of the library?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
Oh, that was... What happened there? I put smoothing.
That wall will be smooth at last, says Albert. And so it is decreed.
I'm going to make it bigger just in case that's what they wanted.
That's got to be it. I think you've cracked it.
Because your library was so small and insignificant compared to this one. Mm-hmm. That's why you couldn't get more than 14.
Yeah, that's why. You got it.
Running out of paper. They can't eat the rope reeds, right?
I don't know. I can if they want to.
I'm nervous now. Rope reeds. Do not brew or cook. Maybe that's what they were doing with them.
I mean, you have writing equipment, right? It's the scribes who are the bottleneck, as far as I can tell. In both our forts, the scribes are just like, this great library. Oh, I'll write my book tomorrow.
They've got they spent all the money on the nice laptop and everything.
It's like, all right.
They've got like their office set up just right, and they're like, all right, now I'm ready.
I need inspiration. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Meanwhile, like the guy who's like writing in his lunch break at work.
Yep.
This is producing, hundreds of thousands of words a year. That was my experience. Mm-hmm. Mostly because there weren't any kids on my lunch break at work.
Yes, that's it. You have to clear the kids out of the library. No kids allowed.
All right, there's that, and we're just gonna. Oh, I wanted to. I don't know what. I hit O there. That was weird. And we're gonna.
Okay, wait. Okay, you don't have to wait, but
it's a meeting area, right?
It's a meeting area, yes. But don't
unpause it. We're gonna assign the location.
I want to point something out. Don't unpause it. I think you can enter, but.
Okay, what?
See the ghost? He's standing in the wall next to the cabinet there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You think he's causing our guys some problems?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like the ghost visiting the library is like, oh, well, I'm in a wall. Oh, that's fine.
Do want to see. Where's my scribes at? Is this guy? He's reading.
Oh, they're all reading.
Reading.
Maybe you gave them too many reading.
Read.
Culture's a quandary.
I mean, they have to read it before they can scribe it, right?
I don't know. No one really seems to know exactly how this works. Joe still doesn't understand codexes. We try and look over what books Joe has, and Albert talks about all of the topics that a dwarf can write about.
So, there are scrolls made from sheets and scroll rollers, and there are quires and codexes. Codices require a two-step process to be made. You start with a quire, and then you bookbind the codex out of the quire.
And then it's blank?
It's blank, yes.
Yeah, okay.
The final product of binding a codex tends to actually be worth much less than the combined value of its constituent parts, making codices a terrible way to generate wealth.
Good thing we're not doing that.
No, we are racing, though.
I have 14
I think
books.
codexes can't be written on. I think quires can be written on and then bound into a codex.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
But I don't think binding a quire into a codex makes it a written material. Like, you can make quires and bind them into codexes and not have written anything on the quire.
That's weird. Why wouldn't you wait while it's in one form? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Things?
Dude, I don't know. None of us, nobody knows anything. What time is it? Is it 10 o'clock yet, Joe? Is it 10:05 on your watch?
Where do I find codices? I only have 7 codices. How do I find my written stuff? I want to look at my books.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find it. You can do other stuff while I try to figure out.
I have no small rocks, Albert. I have 144,000
Oh, they're under
bees.
tools, I think.
Ah, excellent.
I feel like I remember that being the case. I wasn't actually able to find that.
Along with the prepared food bots, a leather Odoo bag, bookcases.
Maybe it was the bookcases in there.
Yeah.
You got a lot of bookcases in there, though. Oh, you got scrolls.
Oh, the scrolls are in here. But I can't see. They don't have...
There it is.
First waxing, then waiting, then the world. Hated Brim in the universe. Hated Brim in the... Oh, we're copying that. Very nice.
Yes, you've got multiple copies of Hated Brim in the universe.
Negizbo Grumbold, my life. Copied. A record of reproduction at one with the stars. The staff in practice. Hey. Unusual survival of animals. Dreams of foraging behavior. Great dissection. Dealings explained. Interesting. The surveying staff. Fact or fiction?
How do you think the procedural generation of book names go? Because they all, maybe not all of them, but many of them feel like real book names with like an actual topic that you could infer something from. I don't think you can't just do that by, I don't know, some random words. Like, there must be like several different book name structures that you can then pull different types of words into.
I want to look at my book. I don't know where it went. Ugh.
You just bought the whole caravan, right?
Yeah.
Well, then it doesn't matter where it went.
What do you mean?
I mean, the guys will put it in the library. You have 800 bookcases.
Look at it.
But just like read it or whatnot?
Yeah, I just want to... Oh, why isn't life showing up here? That's weird. Staff. Love this, Oh, now I'm just completely thrown off.
Just keep using up this time.
It's fine with me. It's not like I'm going to get 40 different books. I want to at least look at one of my books and see what sort of details we have on it. God, why is this? This is just tools. It's like, stuff.
We couldn't figure out anything else. Remains, we have a whole separate thing for that. But like, food in a pot, that's not something we're going to worry about. That's up there with books and bookcases and scrolls.
Well-crafted water buffalo parchment scroll the rollers are made from siltstone. Written on the item is a manual entitled blah blah blah, offered by. It concerns the construction and use of the surveying staff. The writing has its moments of cleverness, but overall the prose is masterful. Wow.
Well, this guy like writes this book about surveying and like like sleeper literary, hit of the century. Like, so here's how you hold a surveying staff. I don't know.
Brilliant. I would look at the other stuff. That also
Man
goes
Booker
along
Prize.
That goes along with the what you were just saying. It's not just the title either. The little description is.
It actually was relevant to the like the staff.
Yep.
And the surveying staff is a real thing. I don't know if you can build it in the game, but it's a real thing. Like, you see surveyors use them all the time out on the road. That's that stick that they use that they're looking through. Mm-hmm. It's probably more high tech now than it used to be. I'm sure it is more high tech now than it used to be, but
Nope. They pretty much peaked.
The fact that they can write about things that aren't even included as... I don't think you can...
I really don't think you can survey. You make a staff. Clearly there's just a list of... They have a whole separate list of...
Topic.
Why are there bugs in
Oh,
that?
okay. Topics are part of knowledge.
Okay.
So I guess surveying staffs can be a part of that. That's some of the procedural generation where they'll pick a topic. So they have astrography, creator of star charts, geocentrism, the theory that the sun moves around the world. They could study that. You can also study the heliocentrism, the theory that the world moves around the sun.
How? Can I assign a book to someone?
No, I think you just have to discover it. I wonder if you can have the heliocentric model and then somebody starts spreading around the geocentric model and flip it the other way.
Believe in?
I don't know. They have the scientific method.
What?
Liquid extraction. Scratch hardness.
But then there's also they have the Mohs hardness scale.
They have the scratch tests. Like you can learn about. I'm looking here. They can learn about levers, mechanical compasses. Now, how are they going to learn about a mechanical compass? Or are we talking about like to draw a circle?
Oh,
okay. I thought they meant like the gyroscopic compass. I was like, that is not dwarf technology. I mean, it could be, I guess. Learn about padlocks. I'm excited about all the stuff they can learn about now. Crystal and glass lenses. The cause of twilight.
What? That's fan fiction, right?
No, it's literally about atmospheric optics.
What the freaking... And then there's also autobiographies.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
They have a whole host of different historical things they can learn about.
I'm up to 14.
Archaeology, treatise on tech evolution.
They keep... Or maybe this is being used?
They can make comparative biographies. They can write alternate history.
Titled Dealings Explained, authored by Arain Masterdrinks. It concerns ethics as applies to interpersonal conduct.
The writing is quite cheerful and self-indulgent. Now, they can... the alternate history. The exploration of how history would be different if some key past events had transpired differently. They could write books about that. And the thing is, in Dwarf Fortress, the game could possibly actually simulate, well, okay, if we did change that variable, what would happen?
Can you go back?
I don't know, Joe. You can't read the book.
Oh, you're saying that the people pontificating, do they use the game engine like that? I don't think they do. I think they just have to...
They have to just guess?
Yes.
They could learn the quadratic formula.
I hate this so much. Why are my scribes not scribing?
They can discover the existence of pi. And pi to 6 digits.
How, though? Who's doing this?
I don't know. These are just like a list of all the topics that are possible to have a book about. In addition to biographies and stuff. It's a huge list. I mean, it's hundreds of topics. I'm only picking out stuff that I'm excited about or that I just happen to be looking at the time. Hypothetical syllogisms, propositional logic, syllogistic logic. I am so pumped out about I'm pumped out about all of these potential books that we could have that none of us do actually have. You could write dictionaries and books about etymology.
But what? But they're just sitting there doing nothing.
They're just sitting there doing nothing. Yes, that's also true. You know, here's the thing. If one of us was really desperate, we could retire the fort, send an adventurer to write a book in the library,
yes,
and then leave. Right? Would that be a cheat? Would that be against the rules?
I have no idea. I'm gonna do this.
Neither one of us has moved at all. Yes. It's like both of us hit whatever wall that the game has for how many books we can have in our library, and I don't know why that is.
I'm putting everyone onto nothing. Burlog. Oops, no, don't assign to squad. Minkat Erd.
How long do you think it took Toady to sort of think up this list?
Dodoc.
How do you even start with topics that you can write a book about. You can't Google that. Yeah, you have to think about, I guess, like in categories. Like, okay, we can have mechanics and like history and language.
But you also could find what was written around that time, around that era.
That's true too.
What sort of scientific treatises were written? Tunrith.
It's easy to. Well, I say easy. I can sort of conceive of the programming side of the job that Toady does, but then the actual world building is a whole separate thing.
Yes.
I thought maybe you would build off of that or something, but it's fine that you didn't.
I'm trying to do this. Albert wrestles with the interface yet again. We discuss smoothing dirt and some possible challenges for next round. Should be the first person to mine out an entire layer and then smooth it and engrave it.
Well, if you mine an entire layer, you'll have a collapse.
I don't think so. Because you can't mine the walls, the very, very edges.
That's an interesting
thought experiment. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, I might do that at one of my forts, just like, whatever.
Does it? Okay, here's a question. What does the layer need to be made of? Can you pick any layer? Can I pick like the top layer that's just like a little bit of dirt on top of a hill and be like, I mined it, smoothing now?
No, I guess you can't smooth dirt. You can't smooth dirt, and you would then have to build floor out to the far corners of every...
Oh, just smoothing the ground doesn't count?
You can't smooth the ground.
I mean, this ground is smoothed, or engraved, I guess. What is it?
Rock. Okay, yes.
You can't smooth the... Why are these different then?
What?
Why does this have the little... So right here... Not here, sorry. Right here.
That's smooth, yes.
Yeah, smooth diorite floor. Yeah, you can smooth the ground.
You said dirt earlier, and I thought you meant dirt, ground, and dirt.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Yes. No,
you said you have to lay floor.
Well, in my head, you have to have a corner-to-corner room. You have to have a room the size of the map.
So what size map are we doing?
Whatever this is.
Because that's variable.
No, this size map. We're not doing that.
We're not doing like a 1x1 map?
No.
That's another one I'd like to try. Just like tiny map.
Huh. You'd have to... Huh.
I'm going to get rid of the make parchment just to get rid of that. They haven't done any parchments. So I guess good on y'all.
Tiny map. I don't think you can get much smaller than... I think this is technically 2x2.
52!
Yeah. It's so many bags or something. I don't know. They're all reading something.
Somebody do something. This guy.
Yes.
Nailed it. Scholars just hanging out.
Hanging out. There's another one.
Onal, I think, was already there, wasn't he? Or do you have where do you see a scholar? Up or down?
Up.
Feb? Yeah, okay.
I think if they were already there, they wouldn't be in this list, right?
I'm not sure about that. Performer, you're dead to me. There was a mayor on there. I don't need a mayor. They're a mayor. Okay.
We could try for a
trifecta?
Temper spiral. Tantrum spiral.
Well, that would be an accomplishment these days, I think.
Yeah, I really never had one. Try for failure and see how that goes. But not like starving. Mood failure.
What else? We can do some armor, I guess. I'm sure yeah.
Oh.
Let's do iron breastplate.
I don't think we have any confused iron with all this. Yeah. You either do copper or iron to start with.
It doesn't tell you. The other workshops, the frustrating thing is if I go to brew drink from plant, right, and I don't have any plants, it'll be like, you don't have any plants. It'll give you all the options of like, you want some armor? Sure. What do you want to make it out of? Oh, sorry, we don't have that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the masons are like that too, but usually have rock. It's weird. It's like the interface isn't...
Isn't that great?
Yes.
I don't want Iron Throne.
Yes.
The Iron Throne.
Do it.
Did I get more... Can I assign more bags? I don't know how to...
You build them, I think.
No, I know, but I mean, how do I get them to have the stuff? How do I edit the screen?
You don't. You build them.
Oh, okay.
How do I get them to have the stuff?
Got the masterpiece scroll rollers. Hey, where's this guy at?
Who?
What is he doing?
What?
I want to look at him.
Who?
This guy. He's been making our masterpiece scroll rollers. Okay, so we're gonna go, and I don't want him.
That was interesting.
How did he make? If he made it, Masterpiece Scroll Roller, how is he just on hauling and healthcare?
I don't know.
Other jobs? Construction removal? I don't understand. He's the one, right? Kadal?
I don't know. I didn't see it. There's a goat in your library.
Bemble.
It's Bemble. Adelrezazad.
Alright, let's find him. That's a search. I can search. Okay. What is the, he's stonecrafting currently. We're going to take him off masonry.
Look at the translation of his last name.
Walraptor. We're taking him off plant processing. Because I want this guy making scroll rollers much faster. He is stonecrafting, that's fine. You're off of that. Okay. That's how you do that without Dwarf Therapist.
Boom.
For those of you who have only ever played with Dwarf Therapist. And it does, like, the sort of notifications of the people who are already doing it kind of help you. Like, you'll see somebody has created a masterpiece thing, and you're like, okay, well, that's the guy I want. You can also go into the workshop profile and say, only this guy can cook in my kitchen.
That's how you do Michelangelo.
Right. And that way, if you get a migrant wave and you have a cook and you don't have Dwarf Therapists where, like, you want, only the one guy to cook, then you can deal with it that way. Do I have a mason now? Because I just took him off masonry so he could be all stone crafting all the time to make my scroll rollers. Hopefully I still have... I have loads of people on masonry. Some of them are even good at it. I don't know why I have... Maybe I should take some of these people off. I guess I had a... Everybody mason!
Yes, you did.
At some point. And I want... I think I actually have 2. Why did I get those guys back on masonry?
Because you didn't take them off to begin with. I don't know what you did. You took all the ones off, but not the absence of skill.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll put this guy... Oh, he's a 14 on mining. No, you can't.
This is such a mess.
What's your problem?
So those guys are masons and food haulers.
Yeah.
What if you just have no haulers? That'd be funny. That's part of the problem.
What, for the books?
I don't know.
That's the problem?
Yeah, the scroll rollers aren't getting to the scroll makers.
I don't know why my tables aren't getting built. That's my main thing. Like, why? What are we doing? Oh, we've got... Yeah, no.
Maybe that's the same thing the scroll needs to be at.
No, the scroll rollers are stone crafting. Craftsdorf Workshop.
I mean, you have a layout that's just so streamlined. I don't know how things aren't getting done. You're right. How about for the challenge for the next fort is you have to be able to find your masonry.
Well, my plan for the next fort, unless you pick some, like, wild location that I can't make it happen in...
Don't tell me. Shh.
It will involve a lot more organization.
It's not that big of a reveal.
Yeah, but the way it's organized is kind of fun. Jeez, I want to make a table. Where's my tables at? Where are the rock tables at?
What is that stairway up?
Where?
There's a black bear and a grizzly bear.
Right there by the switch?
Yeah.
That's to get on top of the wall so they could build the other wall?
That's right.
Did they finish those? He's going slow on these scroll rollers. No, they're just... Nobody's got down here to work on it yet.
Yeah, remember you sealed it off?
No, that's not sealed off.
Oh.
It was further down.
How? It can't be further down than the Magma Sea, Albert.
I don't know.
Yeah, you said it with such authority.
That's my secret.
You had me. You had me questioning for a second. So books are hard to make. We're not doing it right. We know that now. And the random number generator hates me.
We were discussing on my fort what kinds of challenges we'd want to do.
Dak rack. Oh, there's no Dak. Oh, right.
I'm just going to Google Dwarf Fortress.
Thobrith.
Difficult. Embarks. We could embark with like...
Domas, Uker.
You could embark with no supplies.
These guys are still in the... They're in the... I have to take them out of the... Remove from squad.
I guess you couldn't start with no supplies, could you? Like, if you started with no axe, you couldn't get wood.
I think you'd be sort of screwed, right?
You couldn't... If you started with no pickaxe, you couldn't get... You could start with no food. Speaking of...
People starving. I just might have too many freaking... porcupine. Butcher.
You know what else might be difficult?
Meat explosion!
There's a biome with the aquifer.
Yeah, that'll be... No. Oh, also I have all these things from the... Right. Okay.
I actually didn't... So I didn't have aquifers toggled off in my new start, but apparently I don't have one in the embark that I made, which is weird because it has like a river and everything.
Someone actually just put on the subreddit, like, I finally conquered the aquifer. No more toggling those off. And most of the comments were like, I still toggle them off, even though I can deal with them. It's like I could either spend an hour dealing with an aquifer or actually just get to the game. Unless I have a specific use for it, it usually stays off.
I wish there was like your fort has been basically laid out kind of auto start thing.
Yeah.
Because the way I play, I tend to just spend several hours doing the same basic setup that I always do, and then never get to the cool stuff. You've talked about this in the past.
It's a lot of games, though. In fact, tiring of my basic start is usually when I'm like, oh, I'll take a... I don't want to play Dwarf. Oh, look!
Forgotten Beast Anon are gonna get this. A gigantic chicken with external ribs. It has a pair of fan-like antennae, and it appears to be emaciated. This hasn't eaten in a while. Its clear feathers are downy. Beware its noxious secretions. Yeah. Is there like a derpometer on this where they're like, we're gonna have all of these things be ridiculous? Because external ribs on a chicken that poops like noxious fumes is one of the worst monsters I've ever heard of.
Behold! I'm just sitting.
Where is he?
He's over here.
I didn't see him. The other thing, I don't know if this is like something that DF Hack fixes or if I'm just doing it wrong, but when you play vanilla Dwarf Fortress, the cursor resets like every time you're not using it.
Oh, you mentioned that, yeah. Look, he's farting.
I guess his noxious secretions, there they are. This guy's become attached to a silver mace.
Here comes the squad.
He must be in horrible pain from his ribs being on the outside of his body.
He's also emaciated.
Yes.
There's a crocodile.
He's so emaciated that his ribs are on the outside of his body. Like he's like, I could see your ribs. No, like for real. They've poked out of your skin. You're so thin. Are they? You guys aren't even here yet. He's just wandering around in the cavern.
He killed a crocodile.
Okay. Well,
I did.
Killed him.
Stab.
The merchants will be leaving soon. I don't know why they stayed around.
I lost one guy.
I would be off to spend my money. You can do that in Zelda Breath of the Wild. You just buy them out. They're like, well, I guess I can knock off early today.
Battle axe. Looks like the
bruising the lung.
Spine. Oh. I think it just kind of slowly got worn out. Looks like its wing got hacked, its lung got pierced. It got bit up.
You did lose a guy, though, so it wasn't a completely wussy.
No. The emaciated farting chicken did manage to kill one of my men. Or women. One of my dwarfs. So there's that. 17! Woo!
Joe! Oh,
yes.
Wait, that's a spoiler, I guess. Jeez.
Right. I'll beep that out.
It's so hard to know having these out of order is weird. Especially when there's like a competitive aspect to it.
Yes. There's still how you went about failing. That isn't revealed.
Neither one of us knows how to succeed, though.
No, that's the weird part about this. That's why this is sort of just like, oh, let's look at the books, let's look at the dwarves.
The thing is, like, if it was, build statues, we understand you gotta have a guy with the labor of mason. He's gotta have a mason's workshop. He's gotta not be doing other stuff. He's gotta have enough rocks. Like, all of those variables are completely within our grasp. We might not win, right? But we would understand why we lost.
Yes. This is just chaos.
Yes. Which honestly makes it kind of more fun for me.
It's just a random, it's just, yeah.
Because oh, I'm sorry.
Shut up. I guess I have more dwarves. That's what we've discovered in the end. The number of dwarves kind of influences what happens to you more than, well, I've been told wealth attracts attacks, but we've also just been told that sheer dwarf numbers is where all my crappy things are coming from. You got a forgotten beast. You had a dragon wandering around, which is interesting, that we didn't know about.
Yeah, he didn't seem to be doing much.
No.
I don't even know. I mean, we've had dragons before, or I'm thinking of, I saw streaming Dwarf Fortress, I had something that came up from the circus and burned some trees. It may not have been a dragon. I don't know if I've actually dealt with just a straight up classic dragon before. What are you building here now in these X's?
Archery targets.
Oh, okay. Get that going.
Yeah, that's how you make books.
Cooked a masterpiece.
Look at all the food I have.
What is an item that's completely useless in Dwarf Fortress?
Scepters.
Scepters? Nobody holds them or fights with them or anything?
Rings? I don't think so. There's a lot. You go into the list of like, what could I build at this workshop? It's just like, why the hell would I? What is this? Make a shell. Oh, I actually make shell armor? Whoa. Yeah, the shell bracelet. Wax crafts.
What is a wax craft?
I don't know. I don't know about waxworker though, so I'm just taking it off. I thought it would open up a list under that. It's just nope. You can make an ivory tooth. I don't even know. Stuff. It's weird stuff.
Pressed from honeycomb, used to make crafts by a waxworker. Doesn't say what kind of crafts.
No, it's just crafts. There's no like sub menu to that.
It's just a finished good. They're just like, we just made a wax
craft
blob, I guess.
Craft.
Oh, they include figurines, rings, earrings, amulets, bracelets, crowns, and scepters.
Wow, wax earrings. That'll woo the ladies over. I don't know why I'm doing this.
One generic order to make crafts consumes one resource and produces 1 to 3 items. 2 on average. Yeah, I know how to average 1 to 3. All subtypes, if they can be produced from the certain material, have identical chance to be produced. Some crafts, such as bracelets, can be worn by dwarves like clothing. Gems and glass crafts cannot be made directly. They may only be produced randomly by gem cutting jobs.
We could have to like...
Wait, they can cut a gem into a craft? I've never seen that happen.
I have no idea.
Musical instruments might be a good one.
I was thinking like, or...
and not like the easy one, not the recorder that you can just carve out a rock.
I was thinking of, no, not that. Geographer. What the freaking... or having the nobles happy or something like that.
To have a king, we've talked about.
Yeah, I would say definitely want like...
There's an option in this menu to just have like generic melee weapon and generic armor, and I don't know why that's not a starting, like just have some armor.
You might not have it, or you might have weird mismatches. I could see how you wouldn't necessarily always want... Oh, I see what you're saying, though, just to have that...
To start your guys off, like you're beginning in your fort, and you're like, if you can find some leather or metal or whatever, just have some. But no, they require you to either have a leather... I mean, the presets that are built in the game are either leather armor or metal armor.
Yes.
You could just say, whatever helm you can find, whatever it's made out of, you're good.
Nope. Why am I doing this? Material. Metal. Material. Wood. Nope. Nope. Use the wood to train and the metal for combat. Make some wood bolts. Make some copper bolts. 17.
Well, you started with 14, right?
Yes, I've made 3 books. I think I bought more than that. Dog brain roast. So yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the phrase dog brain roast just caught up with me. I was in the midst of replying to a YouTube comment real quick. Because Max Njostrom just, like, went off on a bunch of videos, so...
Al shows utter contempt for anyone who wants to learn about seeds.
Now this field is unsown. What is going on here? What should we sow? Are these sorted in any particular way?
I don't...
Like, the ones at the bottom have fewer seeds?
Oh, I have no idea. No, I don't think so. I think it's always the same order. I think it's actually alphabetical.
That makes sense, I guess. So how many strawberry seeds do we have? 34? That'll do us.
Strawberries.
Toggled that off for cooking.
Can you really get strawberry seeds?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I mean, they're in the strawberries that you eat. It's just like a lot of foods, when we eat them, we don't...
Look at them!
Like, the seeds are so small.
The seeds! How many farmers do you have?
A lot. They're part of my paper making machinery.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you really store strawberry seeds separately, or do you just plant strawberries?
Oh, I think you would store them separately. They're tiny. They got like 100 seeds in one strawberry, so.
Pick up strawberry seeds. What about bananas?
Them too. You just gotta let them like mature and stuff. When they dry out on the plant, the seeds show up. Now, coconuts are the seeds, so that's a little different. Hey, Zutan has grown to become a dwarven child. Cancels make scroll, needs 1 sheet.
Why does a strawberry have seeds on the outside?
That's a silly question. Are those people also asking why does a sunflower have seeds on the outside?
Sure. Botanists don't consider strawberries to be true berries. This is like a thing for kids, Albert. Relax. It's like the stupid kids. True berries, such as cranberries and blueberries, have seeds inside them. Technically, what we think of as a strawberry is an enlarged part of the plant.
If this is for kids, I guarantee you no kid was like, okay, but berries are supposed to have the seeds inside, so like, why aren't they doing that? Where's this guy at? Is this guy
The part we
Cretan?
eat comes from the part that holds the ovaries instead of the ovaries themselves. The seeds, quote unquote, on the outside are actually the ovaries and are called achenes. Each seed is technically a separate fruit that has a seed inside of it.
Good for them.
Despite all this confusion,
I've never thought of a
seeds,
strawberry as a berry. I've never thought like, man, these berries sure are good.
Yeah, we'll always call them that every day. Most strawberries
I also
are not
don't think
actually
they have
grown
anything
from
to do with
seeds.
straw.
As strawberry plants grow, they send out thin growths called runners or clones. And when they reach the ground, they send roots into the soil, and those produce new plants. Also, they kind of bend over when they're growing, and they would put straw on the ground so that they wouldn't dangle into the dirt. What?
No, I think you're probably right, actually.
Or it could be strawberries come from strewn berries, since strawberries appear to be strewn about on the plants when they grow.
Well, it's toggled off for brew, so I don't know why that guy's, maybe it's some other kind of leaf he's carrying over there.
That was learning with Joe.
That was actually fascinating.
I'm sure I followed all of that.
So he doesn't have paper plant. This guy's going so slow. That must be a heavy rock, or he's hurt or something.
Yeah. You're actually coming to the end of your time.
I know. Did we get any books? 52. Not one single book. Writing material, a bunch of them. We've got 71 writing material out of 100. We didn't move the bar at all, Joe. Which means you have a chance to catch up, right?
I guess, but except we all have... neither one of us knows how to do this. And no one seems to know how to do this.
I built another table.
Yay!
Maybe you don't have enough tables and chairs, Joe.
Yes. Well, I'll just... Yeah. All tables
I guarantee
all the
you
time.
somebody knows how to do this. Somebody will come in the comments and be like, actually, you need to do this, or you don't... You need to have... Yeah, they can only make 5 copies of every book, so you gotta buy more books. Or write some books or something.
Why are they talking like that?
Because they're dumb, Joe.
Wow. Throwing shade on the one person who knows how to do our challenge. Albert, that's harsh. Do they also ask about sunflower seeds? Use that stupid voice.
Yeah, they do.
How come sunflower seeds have seeds on the outside?
Everything has seeds on the outside. If the seeds were on the inside of the plants, it wouldn't do anything.
Oh, it doesn't. Apples.
The apple is on the
Oranges.
outside of the tree.
The apple is, but that's the fruit. It holds the seed. The seed isn't on the outside of the fruit.
Semantics, my good sir.
No!
Yes.
No. Imagine if the apple seeds were on the outside of the apple, how different that would be. It'd be weird.
But what about seedless watermelons, Joe?
There's on the inside.
No, the seedless watermelons don't have seeds. That was the
Oh, how do they make those?
genetic engineering.
How do they plant more?
More genetic engineering. Every time. Where is my caravan? I need somebody to buy books from so bad. I was sure I would get one this time. There's a dead guy in my library. What happened to... Oh no, he's just... Is that a ghost? I don't know. M52...
Seedless watermelons are grown from seeds. Jeez, Albert just does.
Yeah, I know.
You said they made it by genetic engineering.
Yeah, they make the seeds with genetic engineering.
No, they just manually.
They don't go in there and take the seeds out as it's growing. That'd be wild. I'm gonna miss this fort.
I'm not.
But I'm excited about the fort that comes next. Do you think they'll ever introduce like physics stressors into Dwarf Fortress? Like if you
think he said no on that.
Build too much stuff on one block, it falls over?
No.
Okay.
I forget
That's
why,
weird
but
considering how like specific a lot of other stuff is.
It just wasn't fun, I think, was the end result.
No, that's a good point.
You ended up having to do a lot of like, well, if I build one more, will it like it just? I read something. I think it was Dwarf Fortress. I read that article about. Yeah, it was just like this is just too much computing for really nothing.
For people to be mad about it.
Yeah, for an
and
annoyance
not
you can't
in a
control.
fun way.
Yeah.
Dwarf Fortress is very much about like you will lose in some way, but it is like the losing is actually the fun of the game. Toady figured that out. I know that that's not like, yes, everybody knows that who plays the game, but it's actually designed to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
When things are not fun, but they still kill you, they mostly get pulled out. We've got a masterpiece large diorite pot, and we've got the end of my episode where I have created a net of 0 books. 52 written objects, including copies. That is it. I expected to move. The needle moved so much last week, and this week nothing happened. I don't know what changed. I don't know what I did differently. They were continuing to make scrolls, so they should have had writing material. They had some bags. I made a few more. I don't know if they put them in the thing or not. I'm befuddled by what has happened here. Now, you were saying there's no way to change these numbers, but there has to be, like, the desired writing material has to be... I have to hit is that the B button or the...
I don't know what's...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, those numbers you can change. You were talking about bogs and baxes. Whoa.
Bogs and baxes. Can you just build a bag?
Yes,
is that a thing?
That's what I kept saying.
I forget what it is.
It's either H or F.
Container. Oh, we have a lot of bags.
Are you done?
I'm done. 52 is where it's at for Albert. I'm glad we're not going to 100 because we would never get there.
We don't know how to do that, yes.
We don't know who won, I guess.
True.
I'm going first here, so I can't say, yay, I won until Joe goes. We'll celebrate. I'll gloat or not, as the case may be when it is your turn. But that is it for my effort. I've done the best I could. Not really.
For some reason, Joe's having trouble focusing on the whole book thing. It's almost like he's too far behind to come back.
Dog brain roast. These are the kind of things we don't get to eat in America because of our weird cultural isolation.
Yes.
Well, you're going to have your military set, even if you don't have any books.
Yep.
In these
Gotta do something.
Final 4 minutes of your fort.
I want to see someone practice with a crossbow. That's what I want to see. Practice, you bastards.
We did do musical instruments at a certain point in our Joe Teaches Al stuff.
When we did the update review.
Yes.
We were dead set on constructing an organ. Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Oh, I thought you were excited about my Rondo Altaka cover.
No, don't stand there, you idiot. That's a terrible place to stand.
Oh, let's do the William Tell thing, guys. Come on. I got a book on my head. I'm sure they don't need this in the library.
I'll keep throwing these books up in the air. You shoot them. Okay.
I've never seen that question mark pop up before. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a real quick little bloop. And
a lot of stuff going on in this game. I think he was looking for ammo, maybe?
Maybe.
It's a blind-ass guess. Let's see what they're doing, because I'm not making books. Might as well just dilly-dally in the individual combat drill. Watch wrestling demonstration. Watch dodging. Watch dodging. Watch wrestling. So this guy's just... Oh, maybe this guy's doing it. Lead dodging. Okay. This guy's way down here. Dude,
they're dodging.
This guy's watching this guy. Okay, I got it! No! You keep at it, it's fine! Yep, roll, yep! Grab him there, got it!
The fact that the guy who's doing the dodging demonstration is standing perfectly still in one place. leads me to think that maybe he's not doing the best job.
He's got 2 people watching him though.
All right, this is how you dodge. What, you just like stand there? That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Check. I'm not very good at it. Okay.
Somebody try to catch me. No, we're just gonna watch. All right, see, I've dodged you.
Oh, a troll.
These guys are all wrestlers too. Like none of them have any weapons or whatever.
I just gave them all. Oh, the troll's dead. Is the troll dead, or is he named?
The guy at the top of the room seems to be a bow person. Everybody else is a wrestler.
I gave them all crossbows, but I don't know if they exist or whatever.
Oh, you haven't actually built the cross. You've just told them to get some.
They're in the queue. I might have built some last week. I don't know. I'm bitter. 18. Somehow or other, all this farting around is creating books.
Maybe? Yeah, maybe that's a secret. You gotta do other stuff.
Yeah, it's like we're not just gonna make books. You gotta run the fort, too. We want to see some progress in some areas. Like that dodging. I love that idea. Does anyone know dodging? No. Alright. Well, you teach us dodging. Okay. The thing is like this. Okay.
Oh, you're just standing,
I got it.
just standing in one spot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that not right? I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm worse than
Seems
you are.
wrong, but...
The birth of knowledge. It's like, wait a minute. You just moved. It's like, oh, that wasn't part of the demonstration. No. Hear me out. What if I was trying to hit you and you moved? It's like, oh.
They also all just left.
Yeah, well, I sent them to kill a giant elephant.
Oh, okay. I thought they just got done training or whatever. We're like, well, that was the training. We all learned how to dodge. Everybody go take 5 or 50.
Why am I not... Oh,
Stray Doe has given birth to bunnies. Doe rabbit, sorry. Cooked a masterpiece?
Cave blob.
Cave blob.
Look at that thing. Let's go kill that. Can I get to this level? I don't think I can. Nope. That might be where the Olm is, too. Alright, we'll cancel that.
I saw somebody on the subreddit did an art of some Reachers. And I was like, man, how come they don't do art of the hungry head? That's what I want.
Oh, you were all jonesed up about the flesh balls last time.
The flesh balls are good too, but I mean, that's just a ball of flesh. Like, you have to be pretty good as an artist to make that look good. Are those the blobs? Yeah, little lava guys looking? I don't know if they're lava. They're sort of orange.
Yes, this is the... Oops, no. This is the cave blob. Should we look at the cave blob?
You can.
I don't think I'm making...
You're not going to catch up?
48 books. What do I do? Status? A strange shapeless life form with an orange leathery skin containing a liquid interior. It can secrete its internal fluid. Its skin is orange.
They're rare, according to this.
Should I go kill some cave blobs?
The fluid causes mild short-term harm in the form of painful blisters on other creatures when ingested or made contact with.
Why would you eat it?
I don't know. How would you even collect it?
After you murder it?
Fluid leaks out if the creature's skin is pierced.
Mm-hmm. If you kill it, it's gonna leak something out, right?
Yeah, I guess.
That mysterious to me. Whoa! Migrants. Hooray.
Are they bringing books with them?
That's true. They might be bringing books.
Unlike most creatures, they can't be spawned in the object testing arena.
Why would that be?
Some dwarves like cave blobs for their bright orange color.
Yeah, they always have that. I've noticed.
I still like to read it.
Okay. I thought it was unique sometimes, but I think everything has the possibility of being liked by a dwarf. Is the conclusion I've come to. If we have flesh balls on the next map, you're allowed to breed them. That was from the last episode I edited. I said if you can catch a flesh ball, you're allowed to modify the init file and make them breedable.
Okay.
Which I would love.
Well, I can do that like in our new setup.
See, we have them.
Before we even make the... Yeah. I mean, but before we even make
Hey, they're practicing. Oh my god.
Shoot. Shoot.
Is he dodging? Sir, are you dodging?
Can they hit each other by accident?
I don't know. I hope not. He's leading a dodging demonstration. Maybe this is the most badass dodging demonstration ever.
All right, you try to shoot an arrow at me.
Notice Johnson here is not hitting me. The object is to move to where the arrow isn't.
Now I'm going to shoot an arrow at you, and you get out of the way.
I mean, I guess... Where am I at? 18.
Okay, Can I gloat yet?
Yeah, you can gloat.
I win! Yay! Even though this last turn was pretty terrible. This has opened my eyes to things that I do not know about Dwarf Fortress. I think next time we're going to have a competition, and we will definitely have some kind of goal next time. We should make it with a thing that we know how to do.
This is disturbing. I don't know that I want to do this. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculpture well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things. The hand that mocked them and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal these words appeared, My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away."
Remember, if you like what you've been watching, you can become a member over at Patreon right now. The link is right in your face, and you will get all kinds of cool stuff.